Ravi Handa, founder of the website handagafunda.com. Welcome to another solved example on logical reasoning. In this question, we are given 3 pouches, each represented by a filled circle, are kept in each of the 9 slots in a 3 by 3 grid. So you have these pouches which are represented here. Every pouch has a certain number of 1 rupee coins. The minimum and the maximum amounts of money in rupees in the 3 pouches in each of the 9 slots are given in the table. So row 1, column 1 is 2, 4, which means that this particular portion has the minimum of 2 and the maximum of 4. So the middle value, this could be 3, it could be 2, it could be 4, it could be any of those. For example, we know that among the 3 pouches kept in the second column of the first row. So second column of the first row, which means this one, the minimum amount is 6 and the maximum amount is 8. So this is 6 and 8. The middle value once again could be 6 or 7 or 8. But we know the lower limit and the upper limit from the figure here. There are 9 pouches in any of the 3 columns as well as in any of the 3 rows. So we can see 9 here in each of the 3 columns and 9 here in each of the 3 rows. It is known that the average amount of money in rupees kept in the 9 pouches in any column or in any row is an integer, which means that if you add all of this up, all these values individually, this 2, missing value 4, 6, missing value 8, if you add all of these up, it will be a multiple of 9. And not just this row, all rows will have a multiple of 9, all columns will also have a multiple of 9. It is also known that the total amount of money kept in the 3 pouches in the first column of the third row is 4. So we know that the total of this first column, third row is 4. The value that we are given is lowest is 1, maximum is 2, and now that we know that the total is 4, the middle value or the missing value has to be 1, because only then you will get 1 plus 1 plus 2 as 4. So let's try and figure out the rest of the values. We have enough conditions here. So I've just copied the table here, and let me now try and make the grid. Remember the important points of the grid, that all rows should add up to be a multiple of 9 and all columns should also add up to be a multiple of 9. As long as we are able to achieve that, I think we'll get the necessary values. We figured out that this one was total of 4 or 112. Now let's check. This is 2, 4. So 2 missing value and then 4, 3 missing value and then 5. So what is the total of what we have? So 2 plus 4 is 6, 3 plus 5 is 8, 6 and 8 is 14, 14 plus 4 is 18. So this total is 18 plus the 2 missing values. We know that the grand total of these 3 cells should be a multiple of 9. More than 18, multiple of 9, that means the sum has to be 27. And if the sum is 27, then the values which can come here, which will add up to be 9, the only possibility is 4 and 5. Because if I put 2 here or 3 here, then I will have to put 6 or 7 here, which will not be possible, because the maximum middle value here is 5, the maximum middle value here is 4. Both of them will take their individual maximums so that I can get the total as 27. Let's check for the others. So 6 and 8, 6, missing value 8, 1 and 1, so that means all 3 values are 1, and then I have 1 missing value 2. So how much is the total here now? 6 and 8, 14, 14 and 3, 17, 17 and 3, 20. So this is 20 plus something. Now these 2 missing values need to add up to so that my overall total is a multiple of 9, which means this total is also 27. So what values can I take? I can take a 6 here or a 7 here or a 8 here. I can take a 1 here or a 2 here. But the sum total of these two should be 7. The only way that is possible is if this is 6 and this is 1. Please note, if you take 7 here, you will have to take a 0. Not possible. If you take a 8 here, you'll have to take a -1 here. Once again, that is not possible. So the only way, the only solution for this was 6 and 1. Let's check the third one. So you have a 1 and 3, missing value in between. What's the total now? 2 plus 4 plus 4 is 10. 6 plus 6 plus 8 is 20. 10 and 20 is 30. And this is 2. 10 and 20 is 30. And this is 4. So this is 34 plus something. Well, 34 plus something and a multiple of 9. This has to be 36. So the missing value here is 2. Very similarly, 355, 111, and I have 6 and 20. So this is 13 and 3, 16, and 6 is 22, and 20 is 42. Now 42 plus something. So 45 could be a possibility, but the missing value here should be between 6 and 20. So if I put 3 here as the missing value, that will not work because that is not between 6 and 20. So I cannot consider 45. I'll consider the next multiple of 9, which is 54. And for 54 to happen, the missing value should be 12. So I get 12 here. And then I have a 2 and 5. Let's check that. So this is 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus something, a multiple of 9. So this has to be 18. So the missing value here has to be 3. So now what I've done is I've finished the grid. I've got all the values. So this column is adding up to be 27. This column is adding up to be 27. These rows are 36, 54, and 18. I haven't calculated this column. Let me just do that as well. So this is 6, 6 and 10, 16, 16 and 38. So this one also adds up to be 54. So now I have all the grids, all the values, all the sums. Let me tackle the questions now. Question 1. What is the total amount of money in the 3 pouches kept in the first column of the second row? Let's check. First column, so that is this column. Second row, so this value. We are looking for 3 plus 5 plus 5. So the answer here is 13. 3 plus 5 plus 5 is 13. How many pouches contain exactly 1 coin? Let's count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Did I miss any? I don't think so. So these are the 8 pouches. 2 here, 2 here, 3 here, and 1 here. So 8 pouches contain exactly 1 coin. What is the number of slots for which the average amount in rupees of its 3 pouches is an integer? So basically now we are looking for any cell which has the sum as a multiple of 3. So let's check that. 244 is 10, 668 is 20, 123 is 6. So 6 is a multiple of 3, so this is 1. 355 is 13, 111 is 3, so this is another one. So I've got 2, 6, 12 and 20, so that is 38. 4 here, 4 here, 10 here. So I have only 2 of them. The middle one, 111, and the top right one, which is 123. So I got 2 of them which satisfy the criteria where the average is an integer. The number of slots for which the total amount exceeds 10 rupees. Well, this was 10. This is 20. So this is one of them. 6. This is 13. So that's second one. This is 38. So that is the third one. 4, 4, and 10. This will not work. We are looking at the ones which exceed 10. So there are 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. In 3 of them, it exceeds 10. Simple, straightforward question. All you needed to do was to form this grid and the question would be solved. You should definitely attempt this question in the exam. Thank you.
Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get notifications of future videos.